I'll make this short. I haven't read all the details yet, but I'm reading that Donald Trump has put a $100,000 fee on H-1 visas in the US, not for the whole company, for each employee, each year, even renewals. So that's pretty hectic. Meanwhile, I'm working here in Sydney from Tech Central, which is like a startup block area, several blocks actually, with Canva, SafetyCulture, Atlassian, Jira. There's so much going on here. I'm hearing from people who run Airbnbs that a lot of super cool US talent is now headhunted from the US in Australia. So I can just encourage Australian startups to look overseas. Talent is global, opportunities not, and the opportunities have just diminished in the US. Yes, there are massive companies over there, and I love America. I had my startup in New York, it was amazing, but things are shifting. All the smart people that look for overseas opportunities, put Australia on your list. I put some links below or above, I don't know. And for all the startups, now is the time to grab those amazingly talented people globally. Bring them over here. Sydney is great. As you can tell, I used to be German. I'm better now. I love Australia. And I've lived in Europe, I lived in the US, I lived in Asia. Australia is amazing. Somebody once told me that Sydney is the perfect love child of New York and Shanghai, because we have a lot of Asian influence here and like really good Asian food. We have amazing weather. We have 100 beaches in the inner city and the water is so crystal clear. People are chill and you can have good fun. Just a better place. Of course, there are some dummies over here as well, but generally speaking, it's pretty fucking cool. Anyway, I digress. Have a look at those links. I hope I see you over here.